How's it going, guys? My name's Matt. You're watching my Magic channel, MTG Ownage, and today I'm going to be opening this box, Innistrad Midnight Hunt Draft Boosters. I intend to open one of every product on this channel, at least, so if you want to see more, do subscribe. Also play some Arena. Alright, well, let's get into this. Who knows what I'm going to do on this channel, honestly. Whatever I'm into in Magic's probably going to be on here. Oh, man, this is some solid seal. I need a tool. I know what you're saying, but you're already a tool. What do you need a tool if you're already a tool? Okay, quiet guys. Alright. Beautiful. I have no idea how I feel about this set. I have not opened any of it, so it's going to be my first experience into opening these particular packs. I almost feel bad. I feel like I'm destroying something beautiful. Do you feel like that when you're opening packages? Packages of Magic cards? I think it's because like there's this untapped potential when they're sealed. That's just special. You know what I mean? Does anyone else feel that? And once you open it, it's like, whether it's good or bad, especially if it's bad, it's like, oh, it feels real bad. Because sealed, it's worth as much as the highest card in the set, basically. Or something like that. It's weird. Eventually it goes that way, it seems like. Alright, let's just dive into it. These packs feel very loose. One thing I noticed right off the bat. There were some other sets that felt like that too. How are you supposed to open? Oh, these have a pull tab. I'm just going to use the pull tab every time. Oh, what do we got here? We got blank cards. That's interesting. And a devil. Oh, these lands. These lands are so good. I love it. Alright, well, I'm just gonna keep the piles very simple. We're just gonna have rares and mythics, basically. Old sticky fingers. So they got the rares up front. They seem to flip this all the time. I might do like, I'll keep the commons stacked. What's the best common in this set? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't think there was a whole lot of like really good cards in this set. There was like Meat Hook and Massacre and Ren and 7 and I don't even know what else. What are they saying about this set? Is it somewhat of a flop? Dire Strain Rampage. Destroys an artifact, enchantment, or land. And its controller gets to search for 2 basic lands and put them on the battlefield. Okay. That's terrible. It's a terrible sorcery. Alright, well, so much for this pack being good. See what I mean? Oh, Return to Nature again. Wait, what does this guy do? Oh, he's too expensive. Doesn't matter. So, like, some of these cards I have not seen anybody play, and I haven't played myself, so even though I do play Arena, there's just not too many of these that come up. I think this card is, it's interesting. I don't think it's good. None of the 3 mana rocks are. Oh, this guy. Like, none of these commons are sticking out at me as like something that I've even seen anybody play yet, but there's got to be something. There's got to be a best common. There's always a best common in every set, and it's always like something you wouldn't expect. It's always like the sleeper. I love stuff like that. Hey, foil. That's a nice looking swamp. And we got Adeline. Okay, she's cool. I actually like that card. Still no mythics though. What's the mythic gonna be? I think it's time I speed this up, huh? Let's speed it up. I'm gonna try to keep track if my phone stops recording like it did last video. Tolvar, Dire Overlord. I think he's good. He's okay. Not sure if it's playable though. Midnight Hunt. That tab does not work like you think it would work. Rock Vale. Rockfall Vale. Alright, these lands are alright. Obviously, people don't like them because they're no good on turn 1 and turn 2. But, I feel like there's some kind of appeal in there for commander and stuff. Since you often have a lot more chances to get lands. Burn down the house. Cool card. Come on, are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? That's all we wonder. Are we gonna see the meat hook? Because basically that's what makes or breaks these boxes, if I understand right. Maybe these lands help. They probably do. We got Sigarda's Splendor. Kind of a cool card, but overpriced as far as mana cost. So probably not gonna see play. I've seen some people play it in the arena, and it could really draw them some cards if it gets to sit on the board. It's just got to sit on the board. Day-night card, that's cool. Alright. Was a foil Otherworldly Gaze. Yeah, that's not too bad of a little guy. Oh, we got Jaren, Corrupted Bishop. The first mythic. Look at this guy. Wow, what is going on? What a hat. Is that +1 charisma? Alright. Okay, so he creates you little 1/1 humans. Cool. Yeah, he's not too bad. And he can transform into this demon potentially if you have exactly 13 life, which is such a interesting requirement. Alright, well, spent some time on that because I had not really read that card before. Pretty cool though. These lands like look foil, even when they're not. Just the way the way they're just like a little darker. What do we got here? We got a Curse of the Shaken Faith in foil. That is foil. It's hard to tell on the cam, but yeah, don't be casting them spells. That's cool. I guess I'll just leave the foils there. It's nothing really that special. Deserted Beach. Cool. Gotta love the lands in this cycle. Well, I don't know. Is that a discussion worth having? Are these lands good? I don't think they're as good as like any pain land that just flat out comes in untapped. Because sometimes you really need it on turn 1 or turn 2, and it could end up setting you back a lot if you don't get it. So that's where the disadvantage can really in the tempo. It's all in the tempo. Okay, we got Curse of Leeches. Lose a life and you gain life, and it's stay bound. Okay. Turns into this 4/4 lifelinker. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of potential with that card. Mask of Gristlebrand. Do we need to talk about this? Flying lifelink. Pay X life. X equal to its power. Oh, you're drawing a lot of cards, but nah, it's okay. Man, I should have played some limited of these. I need to get into drafting again. Drafting is like where you really learn the set, I feel like. How it really feels. Sealed. The sealed experience. So yeah, maybe I'll do that and post a few. It's just the last couple I did not do well. And I was like, I'm not posting that. That was terrible. So maybe I need to study the set more before going into it. This guy is pretty cool. This ooze. I like it. Alright. We're somewhere near the halfway point, I don't know. There it is. Pull tab. Wake to slaughter. That is not what I would like to wake to. That sounds awful. Choose 2 creatures in your yard. Don't choose one of them, return to your hand, return the other to the battlefield, gains haste. Good loud. Okay. A little expensive, but it has flashback. Yeah, they're like really scared to print good reanimator cards anymore, I've noticed. All of them cost 4 or 5 mana, which kind of like defeats the purpose. Like if you're waiting that long, just play Goldspan Dragon. No need for any kind of graveyard shenanigans. Alright, Briar Bridge Tracker. Some potential in this card. A little investigate action. What is this? Corpse. Cobble. Sack zombies. Gain a zombie equal to the stuff you sacked. And it has flashback and it's instant. Alright, that's interesting. Interesting card. For 2 mana. I like to get into talking theory crafting more sometimes. Alright, Light Up the Night. A lot of flashback in this set. I did not realize how much flashback was in this set until I started cracking these packs. Just seeing it on like every other rare flashback. Jack-o'-lantern foil. That's pretty cool. I like it. It's a good card. Good little card. Can't stay away. It's got a bunch of cats. Can't stay away from the food? Huh. Just brings back a little low-cost creature. Pretty interesting. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Seize the Storm foil. Foil uncommon there. Croaking Counterpart. Copy of a non-frog, except it's a 1/1 frog. That's pretty cool. Great for those ETB triggers. You know it. I feel like they print so many cards. Well, I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I feel like the way they just do these drafts, they used to like, gear sets toward standard play, the old 60 card, standard rules. Now you can just tell there are cards in this set that are like specific to basically multiplayer and commander play. I guess there always were to some extent cards like that, whether they intended it or not. Memory Deluge. It's a great, great card draw spell. Pretty cool. Probably one of the better in the set. I think it is. Probably the biggest rare in the set. I'm not sure about that. There's probably something else. But I've seen it played a lot, and it wrecks my day. We've only got one mythic. Do we need to talk about this? Do we need to have a talk about how many mythics have been in this box? There's Vadric, Astral Archmage. And more stuff we don't particularly want to talk too much about. Foil Scab. And we got the Willowgeist. A little 1-drop. I don't know if that's particularly good though. It's another one of those like pseudo, could be good under the perfect situation. This guy's interesting. I can't tell if he's good or bad. I think he's okay though. I don't think he's bad. Nice little value potential coming off him. Does make sense for like the werewolf and vampire set to have, I guess, a lot of flashback and stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going on after with that sentence. Alright, Brutal Cathar. This guy is kind of cool. Pretty cool. I really like this card. So let's put him in the rare pile. Arcane Infusion, 2-drop. 2-cast instant. Huh. Alright, that's not bad. With the flashback, Infernal Grasp. There's some hype around this card. It's very powerful. Flat out destroy. No stipulation. 2 mana is pretty good. You do lose 2 life, but you know how people don't care about that too much. So one of the strongest black removal cards I think that's been printed in a while. Which is no... There's just nothing it can't hit other than Indestructible. Or Hexproof, of course. Or Shroud. But I'm sure you know this already. Still it's pretty good though. Okay, here we go. We got a Mythic. It's Lear, Disciple of the Drowned, Human Wizard, 5 mana, can't be countered. Instants and sorceries in your graveyard have flashback. That is really strong. A little pricey, but wow, there's just the card advantage you can get off that in the right deck. I'll just play my Ponder again, my Opt again, you know, all those little spells. And all your little damage spells if you got red. Very powerful. I like it. I can dig it. Curse of Shaken Faith, yet another one. This time it's not foil. I don't know how I feel about these frames. They're alright, I guess. Here we go. Tainted Adversary. This guy is cool. I don't know if these is good. I think the white one's better. Intrepid Adversary, but this guy's not bad. He's at least a good 2-drop, if nothing else. He's in that mythic slot. So there we go. We're up to 3 mythics. Still expecting one more foil rare mythic too, so we'll see what that ends up being. So far though, I don't think we're doing well, to be honest, on this box. Fateful Absence. Destroy a creature or planeswalker. Controller investigates. Not a bad white instant destroy. Not bad. It does give them a card, but that's not too bad. Basically gives them a card. Still pretty good. Taking out someone's key piece and giving them a card is not too shabby. For that cheap, anyway. No foils. That's an Organ Hoarder. Gisa. Glorious Resurrector. Too big of a wall of text. I think it's alright though. Oh, Flesh Taker. Flesh Taker's pretty cool. When in doubt, keep cracking packs. Oh, here we go. The Intrepid Adversary. I'm just talking about you. This guy buffs your whole board. Oh my gosh, he's crazy. Delver of Secrets. Really cool card. Fading Hope. I think this is my favorite uncommon in the set. It's just so strong for 1 mana. So strong. Okay, let's keep her moving. Hallowed Respite. Sad day. That's not what you want to see in a pack. Not that it's a terrible card, it's just hard to fit in cards like that into a deck. Where it's like, its only effect is like to tap something down. Or like give it a +1/+1 counter, and it's like, eh. Heirloom Mirror, that's pretty cool. What's this transform into? Inherit Fiend! Neat. Curse of Surveillance. Wow. Any number of target players other than that player. Each draw card is equal to the number of curses attached to that player. Whoa. Just curse it up. Alright. It's like a... Put stacks of curses on your enemy. Now, the problem with that deck, just putting stacks of curses on them, like, why not just, like, cobble together a win condition instead, you know? Instead of just stacking on them. Oh. That's what I always think of stuff like that these days. Ludwig, Necrogenius. ETB or attacks, mill card. Okay, it's a 2/3 for 2, not bad. Exile X creatures from your graveyard. Transform. What does he transform into? 4/4? Whoa, Ludwig. Looking creepy, man. This creature transforms into Olag. Ludwig's Hubris becomes a copy of a creature card exiled. Plus number one. Counters equal to the number of creature cards exiled with. Okay, so it becomes a copy of one, and then +1/+1 counter for each one exiled. I think I'm reading that right. That's still a lot of mana. You gotta do it for at least 5. Just become something, and then every other boost will. Huh. From your graveyard. Sorry, but I think that transform is so unlikely and situational that it's just really bad. It's just never going to realistically happen. And if it does, it's going to be like, whatever, no one cares. Unless you can turn it into something amazing like a Vorinclex. Alright, well. Oh, this guy's fun. I think he's a reprint though. Alright. The Malevolent Hermit. Yeah, that's not the one you want to go find in the mountains. Cool. This guy. Oh, there's a little hype about this guy. He's a 1/1. You can pay 3 sack creature and he turns into a 4/4. But you gotta do it as a sorcery. He is a common though. Like a little solid common. Notice they're like... The new way of them doing power creep is to print a decent, just like, front card. Like Ludwig here. Just print a decent front card. Yeah, 2 mana, 2/3, not bad. Just a little milling. But then they make them a rare and give them this, you know, they do that with a lot of cards. They're just like, by default, half decent. This guy's interesting. Too bad you gotta pay mana into that. Still not too bad. A bird. Patrician Geist. Spirit Lord, Spirit Knight, sweet. Cool. The old Sacred Fire. Little mini Helix with flashback. Of course I'm referencing Lightning Helix. The 3 damage version. Alright, we got Sereth, the Viper's Fang. Oh, this is not bad. Untapped creatures have hexproof. That is busted. And you can untap your creatures or lands. It is other. She doesn't give herself hexproof. She's only rare. That's a cool card though. Still, it's one of those things. Helps protect your board state, which is always great. Gotta target it before targeting your other stuff. Slaughter Specialist Foil. Okay, I have no idea what that's, how this card's holding up, but it seems good. Each opponent gets a human whenever... Oh, it's this thing. She grows when your opponent's stuff dies. Yeah, pretty cool card. Nice build around, I think. Build around potential there. And, the Rite of Harmony. Probably my least favorite card in the set. I know, potential to, like, draw you a ton of cards, but that's only, like, a late game, man. You gotta build up a state where you can... I don't know, it's just so situational and hard to get the right value out of. Like 90% of the time, I played this a few times just testing it out. I was like just happy to get 1 card off it at that point. I was like, I've had this in my hand so long. I'm happy just getting 1 card off of it and it feels like a total waste. Alright, last pack. We ready? We ready? This box has been, I'm pretty sure it's been hot garbage, not gonna lie. I might as well just like threw my money in a paper shredder, pretty sure. Cool color. So, I don't know. You can help me a little bit by hitting like and stuff. It means a lot on a small channel such as this. But yeah, we just got a 4 mythic box. Pretty much like, I think the most expensive one is Lear, and she's at like 10 bucks. So no meat hook, no Ren and 7. Yeah, I'm feeling a little buyer's remorse right about now. I got the deluge, that's nice. But like realistically, I don't know. Having this fat stack of commons and uncommons though, and like various foils, you never know what those are going to turn into in the future if you're holding them. But holding them can be a pain after a while. These like cards are, they get bulky, as you collectors might know. So I don't know. We need like a solution to handle the bulk video, don't we? All right. Well, catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. All right, the end stitch. These are the most valuable uncommons in the set as of right now, and I'm deducing that most valuable uncommon means they're probably the best card, because not making it too critical of an analysis really. Faithful Mending, it actually is a really cool card. It's instant. Draw 2, discard 2. It has flashback, cheap flashback. Solid. But yeah, this is like a $2 uncommon. Infernal Grasp, about the same boat as Faithful Mending as far as price, but we already talked about it. Moon Silver Key. Another one. I'm guessing people just like to get their Grim Monolith with this. That's probably like its main use. Grim Monolith getter. And honorable mention. This is like a really cool card. It's instant. It has draw 2, discard 2, or 3 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Like 90% of the time you're going to want to hit a creature or planeswalker, but there's always that situation where you have a card like this just dead in your hand, and it's like perfect for the draw discard. So let's look at some uncommon, or some commons then. Alright, here we have the most expensive common in the set, and it is the card Consider, which is actually quite good. Yeah, this card is almost $2 for a common. It's at $1.75. I'm looking at MTG Goldfish right now, which is pretty crazy for a common. And is it that good? I mean, it is instant. It does get you a draw. It does let you look at your top card and put it in your... Yeah, this is a solid card. So yeah, having something like this in the common slot does actually a lot for the value of this box, because that's a lot of commons, and we're going to see a lot of considers. And if you could actually flip them for that price, that's pretty crazy. Of course, I don't really plan on doing that, because why? I don't know. You should probably flip them while they're hot, but also these lands, you get a ton of these lands. This isn't even half of them. And I think these are some really sweet lands, and having one in each pack does make a pretty big difference too. As far as long-term value of this set, if we're thinking about that, I'm always kind of thinking about it from somewhat of an investment perspective, because I don't have any plans of like quitting and giving up my cards anytime soon or anything like a lot of people do. So I'm always thinking long-term, and that's why I talk about value a lot. Is that's something to consider when you're a collector and you got to handle a lot of cards and potentially like decide which ones are better to, you know, more important to prioritize, for lack of a better way to say it. Are there any other good commons or uncommons we've missed talking about? Alright, honorable mention commons. I think this is the only other one in this set that is maybe half decent. Yeah, competitively anyway. Is this Cathar Commando. Human Soldier, Flash, 3-1 for 2, not bad. And be able to just Flash destroy. It can still be like an instant destroy artifact. It's almost like a better disenchant or something. I don't know if that's a good analogy, but yeah, a solid common. Solid common. So there's also a few more uncommons worth mentioning, like Outland Liberator, who's also very solid for destroying artifacts or enchantments. Very solid. And he can transform. And when it attacks when transformed, it destroys stuff. It destroys artifacts and enchantments. So just amazing. Just an amazing little creature. Very cool. Other mentions, honorable mentions, Sunset Revelry. I think this is really good in potential sideboard, the right matchups and stuff. And a lot of people like this, see it played a lot. Very cool vampire. That's all I got. Let me know if you enjoyed. Peace out.